Good day, everyone. I am your researcher, Angelo Aceveda, and I'm going to present my study about the impact of travel vlogging on the tourist experience and productivity of Tagbungan Resort, Baco. Today, digital ear enables the effective and convenient recovery of an overflow of information and via cyberspaces container. Within a few clicks, the report is delivered to the readers. When you enter the phrase or keyword, a list of web pages containing information about that phrase or term appears. Tagbungan Resort and Lantuyan River is a fantastic location to unwind in Baco, Oriental Mindoro. It is located at Dulangan Tres, Baco, and it is accessible by a car or by a boat. It is a wonderful location to unwind with family and friends in a relaxed atmosphere. The water is very pure and the rock formations are stunning. It is ideal for going on a nature excursion. In this region, you will find the magnificent natural landscape to enjoy. The objectives of this study is the critical necessity of clearly identifying research questionnaire at the start of the process cannot be overstated in order to assure the research success, and that is according to Sanders 2012. The aims of this study are to define the blog marketing in the most accurate and clear manner possible, to conduct empirical research in the case campaigns outcome, and to incorporate such as findings into the campaign's improvement plan. As a result, the primary research question is follows. What the effect does travel vlogging have on the visitor experience and productivity of Tagbungan Resort, Baco? The RRL of this study or the review of related literature is to begin a projected destination image is a created in which tourists are reliant on their prior knowledge of a particular destination or on what is projected through other media such as television, newspapers, and magazines. And the mind begins to visualize the destination and what they can expect based on their prior knowledge. Nowadays, simply reading or watching these types of vlogs is sufficient to sway consumers' buying choice. And that is according to Peralta 2019. Asserts, asserts that there nine is a distinction between the destination picture and the online destination image. On the one hand, a destination image is formed in the cognitive mind, which various factors such as ambience, weather, and experiences are remembered. On the other hand, an effective image is formed in the tourist experience as a form of emotion or feeling toward a particular place, and this is where the excitement begins. Bloggers' motives for creating blogs go beyond the simple dissemination of product information. According to, according to research on computer-mediated communication, bloggers are motivated by a variety of factors, including amusement, knowledge, social connection, self-expression, passing the time, and professional progress. And that is according to Papacarisi 2002. Travel blogs document and the visitor's experiences at a particular place at the time of purchase. The buyer must act on impressions of the product characteristics gleaned from sometimes emprises sources of information. Inevitably, word of mouth and digital word of mouth interactions will become the primary source of travel information, and that is according to Krotz 1999. As a result, tourism marketers must view blogs as novel technology phenomena with consequences for destination marketing and promotion. With the fast advancement of internet technology, tourism marketers and tourism industry as a whole must grasp travel blogs and their applications for destinations marketing. The research design of this study is simple linear regression and Pearson product moment correlation. Coefficient will be used in this study to determine the hypothesis significance and to ascertain the extent of the relationship between the influence of travel bloggers and vloggers on tourist productivity and travel experience with visiting Tagbungan Resort, Baco. The correlation or coefficient quantifies the degree to which two variables move in the same direction. The regression equation expresses the effect of a unit change on the estimated variable y in the known variable x to determine a numerical number that adequately expresses the relationship between two variables. Additionally, this research design will assist this study in determining the relationship between picture and video analysis in travel material and in comprehending why passengers rely on travel bloggers, and vloggers rather than other sources of information. The research participants, the primary research population for this study will be those who have visited Tagbungan Resort, Baco in the last year or who plan to visit in this coming year. 1 year ago and 1 year from now is the period used to ensure that this study is current male. Female travelers must be at least 18 years old or have the financial means to travel on their own time and make their own travel arrangements. And the procedure of this study in the interest of data accuracy of this research, the systematic sampling method will be used by the researcher, the number of people, or a sample size of 88 who have traveled and is planning to travel Tagbungan Resort, Baco in the previous or next year. This is not a large number, but it is perfectly feasible to conduct an online questionnaire and to make this process more convenient. The survey questionnaire was created to gather respondents' opinions about the impact of travel vlogging on the tourist visitor experience and productivity at Tagbungan Resort, Baco. The data collections instrument of this study, an integral part of this study is the manner by which relevant data will be collected by using both primary and secondary research. On one hand, the primary research will be conducted through an 16-item research instrument and which was developed by the researcher in order to gather the required data. On the other hand, the secondary research will be conducted through reviewing journals, publications, and scholarly articles from ResearchGate, and etc. Based from calculating class interval 2016, the researcher have arrived the following class intervals by using the simple formula. Class interval is equals to highest value minus the lowest value number of classes. Result. Question number 1. Have you traveled or planning to visit Tagbungan Resort, Baco? And we gather a 100% question answer by yes. Another result, the researcher clustered 4 age groups which are 18, 25, 26 to 40, 41 to 60, and 61 and above, and got the following result: 48.4% of the respondents are approximately 44.4% or 44 of their respondents belong to the age group 18 to 25 is 28.6% of the respondents or approximately 26.026 or 26 of the respondents belong to the age group 26 to 40. 20.9% or approximately 9.2% or 19 of the respondents belong to the age group 41 to 60. The remaining 2.1% or approximately 1.91% or 2 of the respondents belong to the age group 61 and above. With this finding, it is evident that the respondents aged 18 to 25 are the majority who answered this online survey. The researcher grouped the origin into two categories. Most of the respondents are from Calapan City with 53% of total respondents, and the rest of the respondents is from Nauhan with 47% of total respondents. Question number 5, occupation 1, employed 2, self-employed. Number 4 is student. Number 5 is retired and working student. Here is another question. How much individual budget do you have when you visit Tagbungan Resort, Baco? Here are the choices. Below 500, 500, 1 to 1.5, 1,500, 1 to 3,000, and the last is 3,000 and above. Before traveling, do you read and or watch travel vlogs to help you in the decision-making process and to enhance your travel experience? And we got 100% yes from the respondents. To what extent do you agree that travel bloggers and vloggers have an impact on your travel decision-making process based on 1, strongly disagree, 5 is the strongly agree. 1 is the unique experience portrayed. Number 2 is the reliable information. Number 3 is interestingness. Number 4 is perceived enjoyment. Number 5 and perceived image of the destination. And this is the graph that we gathered. When you share your travel experience on social media, do you think it influences other people to also visit and experience the destination you just have visited? That is also another question. And we got 100% yes. The discussion of this study is the travel blogs and vlogs provide in-depth information about a destination that a reader wishes to visit. Travel blog and vlogs are an effective way to give readers a glimpse of destination they wish to visit. It appears as though people have a dependency and reliance on the travel blogs they read. This indicates the respondents regard the information contained in travel blogs and vlogs as a significant, reliable, and comprehensive. In order to examine the influence of travel blogs and vlogs on students' trip, decisions, and destinations. As Spearman's rank order correlation was used to determine the relationship between the reader attitudes toward travel blogs and the influence of such blogs on travel decisions. A negative association between travel blogs and trip decisions was discovered. RS is equals to negative 0.085 and P is equals to 0.715. The ethical consideration of this study is that travel blogs and vlogs are not exemption to this type of information that is freely accessible to the public via the internet. The Vaidova 2012 demonstrated that travel blogs and vlogs can serve as motivators, sources of notable information, and finally, a mechanism of providing feedback. The conclusion of this study, the goal of this study was to determine the effect that travel vlogging has on the visitor experience and productivity at Tagbungan Resort, Baco. The study included 2 approaches. The first of which was an online survey with 88 respondents aged 18 to 60. The survey sampled individuals who were studying frequently traveled and relied on travel blogs to inform their travel decisions. The survey's findings indicated that the bulk of the population was between the ages of 18 to 25 and traveled once every 6 months. Again, I am your researcher, Jalo Aceveda. Thank you.